I recently started an IT position, barely about a month ago, and this is my first time working in a corporate sector. Now, although I know what I was getting into, I still wanted to give the benefit of the doubt to this prestigious establishment that I was starting in, one of the biggest companies in the world. I was praying and begging on my knees for them to prove me wrong and blow me away by their standards, by their greatness, by the exemplary workforce they would have surely had the capacity to hire with the $1 zillion turnover each year. But guess what? They just had to prove me right. Almost like they were dying to do that. I'm working as a senior project manager, which, as evident by the title, is quite a senior position in terms of the hierarchy. And there's about 10 or 11 levels above my position before it even gets to the CEO. So you can imagine the enormity of this establishment, the number of people that are vested in this company, the kind of money that they would be generating. But everyone's a fucking idiot, a self-righteous zombie waiting for the clock to strike 5, a slave to their position and their paycheck. I'm telling you, I have met more insightful and interesting people in a gas station toilet. I kid you not when I say this, but these people are not human. They're programmed parrots that go by different names. They harbor this obnoxious facade of being nice and kind to each other, and let's make a safe space for everyone. This fervent obsession with making small talk and sitting in pointless fucking meetings all day, cracking jokes and talking about their latest trip. Oh, and Excel sheets. Everyone just jerks off to these Excel sheets. They love making these sheets. That's the holy grail. People will make an Excel sheet for everything, from their favorite foods to their bowel movement. If I had $1 for every time someone brought up an Excel sheet during a conversation, I'd buy this fucking company tomorrow. These people are just biding their time. They're all puppets seeking entertainment and a way to accentuate their importance. They worship these deliverables and what's the ETA and sorry I have a busy schedule and please don't call me after work hours. They're willing to die on this hill, doing these gymnastics for the rest of their lives, having gotten nowhere. I mean, I sit in these meetings where they'll bring up a graph and data flow diagrams, dragging on about some stupid team velocity. Then they'll bring up Halloween and let's wish this moron a happy birthday and what turkey are you stuffing for Thanksgiving. Everything is just filler. A YouTube ad that you can't skip, that just goes on and on and on forever. And PTOs. They'll file PTOs. For some reason, everyone needs a fucking vacation. I mean, you were sitting here doing nothing, and now you want to go somewhere to do nothing. What's going on? What is this? I swear, if I didn't need the money, I'd rather be a receptionist at a brothel. I think I'd be more effective over there. In all honesty, the brunt of the work produced in a year in these industries is equivalent to what 4 or 5 really proficient developers would deliver in a week. But here we are, wasting time and resources on thousands of clowns who simply lust for being productive. There's nothing more uninspiring than to spend time with these manufactured cereal boxes we call humans. And sure, they make a lot of money. But what good is a nice car and these satin sheets if you're living on a ventilator of pleasure and ego? Because when the plug's pulled out, you're out. And sometimes I'll put myself in juxtaposition with these people. Like, I'll look at my schedule, waking up at 4 a.m., even on weekends, working out, making music, zero outings, zero vacations, completely devoted towards creating content. I'm simply left aghast. I cannot believe it. I fail to comprehend how people like that could even exist. Live in a life of empty pleasure chasing. But who cares? I'm just here to milk this cow and get the fuck out. If you resonated with this, more power to you. And don't forget to make your mom proud.